Hey, thanks for joining in on another episode of Tap That AZ. I'm your host, Eric Walters. In this episode, head to Old Town Scottsdale to Goldwater Brewing Company. Got to hang out with Chad and Dillon and Jordan from Goldwater Brewing Company, and had a great time hanging out in the Goldmine, the basement, the old shooting range. Awesome place. Get to the tap room. So many great beers on tap there. And if you have the opportunity, get down in that basement, down to the Goldmine, and check that out. These guys are awesome, making some great beers. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram. We got a YouTube channel now. This episode is going to be the first of many that has video content as well. So check that out on the YouTube channel. Also go to tapthataz.com. Subscribe on your favorite podcast app. And also be sure to check out azfoodandbeer.com. Follow us on social media as well. Just a bunch of people getting together to help get Arizona beer on the map. The plan is to have exclusive articles, video content for that as well. Maybe have a few different podcasts covering different aspects of the Arizona beer scene. But yeah, check it out. AZ Food and Beer. In the meantime, let's tap into Goldwater Brewing Company. All right, so I am at Goldwater Brewing Company, the first brewery to brew on site in Old Town Scottsdale. That's pretty awesome. That's a good thing to claim for you guys. So I'm with Dillon and Chad and Jordan, guys.
How's it going, guys?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. And we got my man. You can't hear him. Aaron, say what's up.
What up?
Yep, he's back there. He's creating visual beauty, right? So
visual pleasure.
Yeah. So why'd you guys do this? Why'd you guys decide to do this?
Our father, Greg, he actually has been homebrewing for over 30 years. And since me and my brother could ever remember, since we were little kids, we'd always help him out in the garage brewing beer every weekend. And we'd actually travel up to Prescott to his cousin's house, kind of his craft beer partner at the time.
Okay.
That's where we developed the Desert Rose over 20 years ago, and all those other flagship beers. Fast forward 30 plus years, we're now in a 10-barrel brewing system on Scottsdale Road. So yeah. It's pretty cool. Chad's taken basically all of my dad's recipes and made them better, and then began coming up with his own and kind of blowing my dad out of the water a little bit.
That's why he didn't want to join us. That's why. Yeah. He was at we're down in the what is this called?
The Goldmine. So this is the Goldmine. We just recently dubbed it the Goldmine Underground Tap and Barrel.
Okay.
So we started doing barrel aging down here. I think our goal is to get like 24 barrels down here.
24 barrels.
Right now we have over a dozen, and they're all full of just delicious different beers.
Gotcha.
So
nice. We're surrounded by it. Just
you're all everything around you, from our Brite Tanks behind us to full of our lagers.
So we have three 18-barrel horizontal lager tanks down here.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. So a lot of craft brewers don't really dive into the lagers because they take so long. They take up tank space. You can turn an ale around in a week or two.
Okay.
So we decided we want to kind of bring lagers back.
Right.
My dad's always been a fan of the German lagers over the English pub ales.
Okay.
It was a goal for him to, the pub ales are easy to make, but the lagers are the hard ones to make. I want to learn those.
Okay.
So we kind of just adopted that and turned the cellar into a lager and barrel aging room, and
have an 8-barrel tap system that Chad actually made.
Yeah.
So
all that beer is in that one barrel?
Yeah. You get that all the time. Yeah. No, it's in the walk-in upstairs.
Okay,
but,
gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy because the Goldmine is actually under our neighbor's building, which we have the building next to it, but we occupy this space as well. So putting beer through the wall from our brewery down here, takes quite some long hoses.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Nice. So was it always attached? Like, was that part of you guys purchased this and this was in that, or did you kind of create that?
Yeah, they were going to turn this into more of a history museum.
Okay.
For the creative center above us.
Oh.
But we're like, well, we got some ideas for it. So what do you think if we did turn it into a tap room and everything? Like, oh, well, that's cool.
So just a little flashback history. This used to be an underground shooting range. So Mandel's Shooting Supplies, they got incorporated in 1975. We still have the teddy bear with the machine gun sign in the basement.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of you know that. But so the landlord they didn't have any crazy ideas what to use for, and my dad was like, well, it'd be really cool if we could sell our beer down there, and the landlord's eyes just lit up. He said that'd be cool.
My dad always had a passion to open up a brewery. He's really good at brewing. He wanted to just bite the bullet and just do it. So he was actually looking at locations in East Mesa, where we're from, and there's this prime spot that he was gonna buy the land and actually call it I think he was gonna call it the Red Mountain Brewing Company or something. So fast forward again. He decided to wait till he, when he was going to decide to open a brewery, my mom became pregnant, and then he's like, okay, well, I'm going to go the safe route and go into insurance. So today he owns his own insurance company and he owns a brewery. So, I mean, it's kind of a win-win.
Well, and if it wasn't for the insurance company, the brewery wouldn't be here. So.
Right. So,
that's true.
We thank the insurance company.
Plus, at that time, he didn't have a team. Now he actually created a team.
Yeah.
Literally.
Right.
So.
So the building, like, how did you guys? Because this is a prime location.
Right.
This
so
is
it
badass.
actually goes back to his insurance.
Okay.
So
yeah.
we were
fast forward, rewind.
Yeah, it's kind of a tricky story, but one day we were kind of just sitting on a Sunday or whatever, and we get this text from my dad. He's like, "Hey, do you guys want to open a brewery?" We're like, "Wait, seriously?" And we're like, "Hell yeah!" And then Chad's like,
I was currently
sure.
brewing at Cartel Brewery in Tempe a
Okay.
few years ago, and I just got a part-time job as an assistant. I wanted to get in the brewing industry. I was bartending on the weekends to make money because we all know that the pay here is not great.
Yeah.
So I was kind of doing both jobs and falling in love with just brewing, going to Monday through Friday. Just I make beer. This is my new office. This is pretty cool. And then I get the text from my dad saying, "I want to start a brewery, but I need your help."
Yeah.
And I said, "Sounds good." He said, "I need a more than a sounds good, Chad." I was like, "Let's do this."
And that day, Goldwater was
Yeah.
But from then, one day we were sitting around the pool. I think it was like 4 years ago, and we are just kind of hanging out their house in East Mesa. We're just trying to think of a name, think of a location, just kind of get the balls rolling, and then we came up with kind of Goldwater. It was kind of probably after going through about 50 names, we decided that sounds it, because beer is essentially Goldwater. People affiliate our name with being a part of the family Goldwater, which there's no affiliation.
Yeah.
We actually are on Goldwater Boulevard and Scottsdale Road, so it made even more sense, location-based, but also just beer's Goldwater.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, when we found the building, my dad's lease at his insurance company was up, and the same day this lease became up here. So same day, he's like, drove by it, and he's like, let's do it.
We see the big 20, 30, 40 barrel systems in air parks, and then we see the little 2, 3, 4, 5 barrel systems like right on main roads, and my dad's like, well, why can't we do like a 7 to 15 barrel system on a main road and just pack it in?
Yeah.
Oh, if you see it upstairs, it's pretty
tight.
tight.
Yeah.
So we have a 10 barrel brewery. We have 5 10 barrel fermenters, 2 20 barrel fermenters, 4 10 barrel Brite Tanks, and a tasting room, all in about 1,900 square feet.
And 2 bathrooms.
And 2
no
bathrooms. Yes.
Yeah.
So we packed it in.
Yeah.
Sure.
But it works though. Like,
It
does
works
work.
great, The
Yeah.
function of it, everything about it just kind of works as well as we could.
Going back to my dad, he loves to prove people wrong. So a lot of fellow brewers were telling him, there's no way you could put a 10 barrel brewery in this building.
Yeah.
He said, watch me.
Nice.
So he mapped it out. There was blue painter's tape all around the day before the tanks came, and he's like, well, shit, this can't go here. Hold on, let's put this here. What if we put this here? And
Last minute shifting, and
we were sweating that next morning, but we fit it in.
So the beer. So your approach. A lot of these are recipes you and your dad created.
Yes, sir.
But you took them to the next level.
Yeah. So my dad we homebrewed a lot. Desert Rose has been our flagship beer. It's a German style ale, light golden ale, and we add some cactus fruit.
Okay.
Southwest cactus fruit. You can only harvest once a year.
Nice.
And he always wanted a fruit style beer that wasn't sweet, because in our realm of brewing, a sweet beer doesn't exist because beer is fermented sugar.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, we had a solid pale ale, we had a solid ESB, we had a solid porter. My dad, did brew some lagers. He did Doppelbocks, and and all that. He always had Oktoberfest parties back in the day when we have filmed.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Running
4
around,
years
we're
old.
tiny.
Dylan was 2.
Yeah.
Running around, they're all drinking beer, and we're drinking the root beer.
Nice.
But yeah, we just, I fell in love with beer and brewing ever since I was a teenager with my dad, and we just kept writing new recipes and learning new recipes, and slowly building our repertoire and our menu with pales, IPAs, stouts, browns, porters, saisons, wits, Martzens, Doppelbocks, you name it. We've tried pretty much everything. We haven't really dived into sours because we're a little scared, but that scare's gonna end very soon.
Yeah. Something we may be diving into here very shortly.
Yep.
Yeah, nice. That's a wide range, and in a lot of things I see that you guys do, like the Martzen and the box and the double box or doppelbox. People aren't doing those.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And there's some great beers in Arizona. Don't get me wrong, but you guys are just doing things that you haven't heard those names in a long time.
Yeah.
That's why we have lagers. They're coming back.
Oh yeah, they're
Promise.
totally making a comeback.
Yeah, and like I said, they got creative and actually did a collaboration brew with Oso, which Josh came down and they brewed a batch of an India Pale Lager.
Yeah.
So we have our lagering facilities, which is actually right here for you if you want to try that.
I get to try this right now.
try it.
Oh,
It's,
absolutely,
It's our
I
I'm
can
on.
put my mouth underneath if you want me to.
So this beer is our I'm on vacation India Pale Lager.
I'm on vacation.
Yeah, it's a 6.8%.
Jordan just
Make a
spilled it
little
all
bit-
over his face.
Make a little bit of mess, Nothing is clean crap here.
Awesome. Thanks, dude. India Pale Lager. I've never had one.
Yeah,
So
hopped
we're
up
doing,
with
this is on September 1st, but we're actually doing a can release with Oso, so we'll do 250 cans, plus it'll be on tap.
My man Aaron from 8 a.m. Films is like,
let me
here's
get a little
my
bit of
glass.
that.
Man, that's
So, what do you
fantastic,
think?
that combo. Yeah.
Still get the kind of the little bit of bitterness, but also kind of the crisp, smooth, finish.
Yeah.
And so
Very
I think-
drinkable. What's that?
6.8%.
No,
6.3.
6.3.
Yep.
That's
And topped up with Holotrout Blanc, Floral, Mosaic. So you're gonna get nice little herbal floral notes, followed with that nice kind of blueberry, kind of lemony citrus from the Mosaic, and that nice clean lager finish.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a dangerous beer.
Oh,
right
yeah.
there. 6.3. That's no lightweight. Yeah.
I got our Wake and Haze. It's a hazy session IPA, which is a 4.4%.
Yeah, we
4-0.
drink that. We drink that all the time.
4%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4%.
Yeah, so we made it for a breakfast beer called Wake and Haze.
Breakfast
Yeah.
beer.
So
Wake up and start your day
That's right.
with Awaken Haze.
Yeah.
I can see the jingle now.
That's a good commercial. Yeah. So do you guys have favorites? Like, do you have like your favorite beer that you make?
I mean,
I do personally.
Yeah.
My preference is always changing, but it happens to kind of be in the IPA hoppy category. That's just my thing. I don't know. I like other beers here and there, but the hop chowder hands down right now is probably my favorite.
It's a juicy New England IPA.
Right.
That's good.
For a long time, it was our Dynamite IPA. My dad used to call it the HPA because it wasn't quite a pale ale, it wasn't quite an IPA.
Okay.
So we decided to call it. We started with Dynamite Pale Ale. We had it for months and months, but our birthday suit would just kill it. Birthday suit IPA.
Yeah.
And then one day we're just like, well, it's a 6.3, 6.1. What if we try calling it an IPA and see what happens?
Yeah.
It technically really is. It's a really hoppy.
As soon as we did it,
As soon as we did it, it flew off the shelf.
Really?
Because people just
Just
see
roll off the
IPA
tap.
and they're like, that's what I want.
Yeah.
Oh, you have 3 IPAs now? Cool.
Yeah.
I think right now we have 7 IPAs.
yeah, currently we have 7. Soon to be 8 with the IPL coming on.
Yeah.
That counts. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. All right. So you guys are 3608 North Scottsdale Road.
Correct.
Right next to
Yep.
Sip Coffee and Beer House.
Yes.
The garage, the house. Right. That place is awesome too.
Very cool.
Goldwaterbrewing.com, Instagram goldwaterbrewingco.com.
Yes.
Right? Awesome.
Goldwater Brewing Co.
You guys come down, drink their beer. You've got a lot of selection. So we got barrels aging right here that can't wait to
So we
crack one of those open.
just
today.
let everyone know
Yeah.
we only do beer here. We
Yeah.
have red and white wine on tap.
Do you really? Nice.
We don't do food. We don't do liquor.
We got popcorn.
We do have popcorn.
Popcorn.
Free
right?
popcorn, but
yeah.
we we can't legally say you have to buy a beer, but we prefer you buy a beer. Some people come and eat popcorn and leave. I'm like, okay, cool. Thanks, man.
Dude, you guys been to Goldwater Popcorn Company? That's awesome.
Oh, hey, man, the jalapeno popcorn's good.
I guess just kind of a finishing statement, getting into the barrel aging scene and kind of just getting that going. We have huge plans coming up for the releasing of these beers, with can releases and just with parties in general.
Yeah.
We're thinking block party, barrel aged beer fest.
Tell me about that. That sounds badass.
So we might do that in our courtyard come January, February, hopefully January, so it's cold out. Have bonfires out there. Maybe we're in the talks of inviting some Flagstaff breweries out, so you can get some Flagstaff barrel aged beers and darker beers, here in Scottsdale. So
yeah,
it'd be pretty fun. So keep an eye out for that. I think that'd be really fun. But probably be a Imperial Rose, an Imperial version of our Desert Rose Cactus Ale. Put that in there and see what happens. So
and
nice.
we'll crack them all open and drink them in 6 months.
Yeah.
I'm down with that. Just invite me.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. Hey, keep up the great work. You guys are doing awesome stuff. So.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks, dudes.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for watching this episode. If you guys like what you're seeing here, what we're trying to do for the Arizona beer scene, make sure that you follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Everything's going to be on tapthataz.com. Doing what we can to support Arizona beer. Always remember, stay awesome.